Hey, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations, everything. Membership, I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy. And let's see what the message of Spirit has for us this evening. It's almost like it's two different people. The first person, then something happens in the second person, or who they are now. Hey, Red Violet. Hey, J Mike. Yeah, it's almost like, you know how people, they'll have that near death experience, or, yeah, that near death experience. And then whenever they are well enough to talk about it, they're like, oh my gosh, this is what happened. Something like that. Doesn't necessarily even have to be a near death experience. Hey, Aisha, how are you? Something about a great big love. I feel like this is someone having a realization about you now, about you, what you bring to the table. Yeah, a great big love. You have a big heart. This is what somebody sees about you. This is what they now accept about you. This is what they're thinking about you when they think about you. Hey, Shaylin. Hey, Behaven. How are you? Hey, Aisha. Yes. Yeah, because this person now, they it's like something has been broken open inside of them so that they can actually see that this person was living in a matrix where they would just stayed stuck. They couldn't get out of that maze. And this was going on for a while. You know, it was almost like some type of time machine. You were stuck too because you were a victim of what they were trying to do. This is somebody that you know, somebody that you thought, was supposed to be kind to you, but this person really wasn't. This is somebody that, you know, a rose is nice and beautiful, but once you pick it up and you get pricked by those thorns. But this is someone is now waking up. It's like something in them is waking up about you. And now they want to be in perfect harmony with you. It's funny because they used to say that whatever you were doing, that it was all smoke and mirrors. But now they realize you truly have a gift. And your gift is definitely bearing fruit. Not only is it bearing fruit, this person knows you have a gift because every time you speak, whatever comes out of your mouth may not be 100%, but it's really, really, really close. And this person is scared, not really scared, they're concerned because they know what you've been talking about feels like you've been talking about them. So they feel like you can see them. Hey, Kay Hyphy, how are you? But was it, like I said, something about your heart? Now this person, it's like they woke up and they really took a step back and had to look at you. What you have is that cup of love. It's great. It's full. It never stops. And in fact, somebody like they tried to hurt you, to bring you down, to feel like they was getting some type of satisfaction from punishing you, but it didn't punish you. You let it go. That great big full loving heart of yours let it go. That's when this person knew you were beyond the ordinary. You weren't normal. And whenever we say not normal, we mean royal. You're royal. You're able to see. You're able to see the other side. Not the other side of any given situation. You're able to see on the other side. You're able to deliver messages from passed over loved ones. Telling them about messages that they need to be spinning already. Are we spinning or are we good? Are we spinning or are we good? Because I just saw that little message. I'm like, damn. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Shaylin. Yeah, somebody they're wishing upon a star. They really are. It's like when they're praying to God, they really have their hands over their heart like that because they want God to know this is a heartfelt prayer. This person is truly wishing upon a star. Hey, Jay Divine. Because it's like this person now they see all the endless possibilities with you. Now they want to be close to you. Now they want to be around you. Now they want to be in your company because you know what? With you, it's like they woke up. They woke up finally. They were able to finally see the real you. And they feel like, you know what? It's like they're awakening to you being a genius. They're awakening to, you being able to use your gifts, your intuition, to receive the downloads, to understand what it is to have open chakras and how healthy it is. This person is awakening to the power of you. And they were wondering why they didn't ever think about this, why they didn't get this clue. This person wants to heal their heart so bad, and they want to heal your heart too, because they know that they weren't nice, they weren't fair, they weren't honest, they weren't good, and they were disrespectful to you. What's the message, Spirit? They want to let it go. Whatever it was in the past, whatever they held against you in the past, they don't even know why they was even holding anything against you. Because now they understand that they should have held you in sacred reverence. It's like that heart and the key. See, like this person feels that they should have really taken good care of you. They should have really protected you. They should have been there for you. They should have wanted to release this earth magic that someone was trying to do on you to keep you stuck, to keep you upset, to keep you depressed, to keep you downtrodden. But you know what? No matter what they did, this is why this person feels about your gifts. This is why they want to leave the old them and come to the new them, which will be in working with you. Because no matter what this person tried to do, and this wasn't like a week thing, this has been going on for years. This could have been going on for 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. But no matter what this person kept trying to do, the real you, your love, your heart, your kindness kept shining through. You always had a spirit of gratitude. Always kept that spirit of gratitude. You always sat there. You always quieted your mind. You always got in alignment. You knew that nobody was ever going to be able to take, to distort you or disturb you because you were already promised to God. You taking care of you, you growing, you making it so that you were healthy. Whether it's your mind, your heart, your spirit, your body, it was a powerful move. It was a powerful move. Now somebody wants to take a deep breath. It's like watching you do it. Watching you do it alone, by yourself. No emergency contact. Nobody to depend on. Nobody to rely on. You had to have your own back. Now this person takes a deep breath. And now they want to look at the real you. Now they're willing to open their eyes up to see who you truly are. This person is feeling the weight of the world on their shoulders because they're sitting here thinking about how many times they lied about you. They counted you out. They discounted you. They disrespect you. You know, how many times they pushed you to the side? How many times they ignored you? They acted like you weren't there, like you didn't matter, like you didn't even exist. But you know what? The way that you act, the way that you walk around, the way that you treat everything, it is what it is. Because you're not going to let it get you down. Because you realize that's not you. It wasn't you. It was them. And they realize that too. Now they realize that and they want to hear everything that you got to say. Hey, Queen Jay, how are you? Now someone wants to hear everything that you have to say. Now somebody wants to get to know you. They're interested, and it's like they want to start all over. They don't want to go by those assumptions. They want to get to know the real you. This person is like, this is funny because it is what it is, came in upside down. But somebody doesn't feel like, oh, well, it is what it is. Now they want to make amends. They don't want to feel like, well, I just let it go. It is what it is. No, they want to make amends. They want to apologize. This is somebody who could be at the end of their life. And they know that it's almost time for them to go into that uncharted sea where they've never been before. None of us have ever been before. That land we call death. But somebody wants to end on a high note. They don't want to go in, they don't want to take their final breath and have any regrets because they never took the time. They never came out of this matrix. They never opened up. They never made up for all this fucking lost time. That's why somebody wants to make amends. That's why they want to come to your side. Yes. You know, it's like with all the smoke and mirrors that somebody threw up about you, all the lies, it didn't work. Because there was always that burst of magic that came that let people know that that's not you. It may have taken a while before that burst of magic came, but that burst of magic came. And whenever it did, that's whenever things started to crumble. Because I feel like maybe that's whenever something within you started waking. Yeah, something about this sacred reverence, you know, that could have been something within you that woke up about you, your worth, what you have, who you are. And you were able to release, you know, someone who was, you knew they were trying to do earth magic on you to keep you bound. What's the message? I feel like somebody is really just kind of, I don't know if they're looking at your picture, if they're, watching you, but I feel like somebody is just kind of like looking at you. Yes, they are. They're looking at you and they're thinking, oh my gosh, like you're not from here. Like you're not from this person, like how they say you're not from here. And they don't mean the city or the state of the country. They mean from here. Because you are beyond the ordinary. And this person is like this is what's making them have that heartfelt wish, like, oh my God, please give me my heartfelt desires, and my heartfelt desire is to repair this, or whatever it is. This person they do want to repair this because they want you and them to be in perfect harmony. See, somebody else tried to act like they were quieting the mind, but it was they weren't able to do it like you did. Like, they weren't able to heal themselves. They were only able to get so far. But it wasn't like you. It's almost like they're looking at you like you are, I don't know, kind of like, I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting this, somebody looking at you and their mouth is kind of open, like, wow, like, I know this person, like, I spent all this time, wasted all this time, going against this person, and now I see them for who they are, and you know what? They're magnificent. Awakening genius. They're like in awe, like this person is magnificent. Because like I said, they're starting to wake up and see the real you, the gifts that you have. That yes, you can talk to folks, ancestors, relatives, whatever, from the other side. Because of that heart, that great big open heart chakra, and the royal you. So somebody feels like they are just like in awe. Had they known. Who is this person, Spirit? Bottom of the deck is somebody that was talking a lot of shit about you. And they was talking a lot of shit about you. But you know what? While they was talking all that shit about you, you was getting yourself together. And while you was getting yourself together, this person was sitting here acting like they had some type of power, or they were this or they were that, but they was just being a liar. They were just being two-faced. They had these masks on, and it wasn't just one person. There were others. But you wasn't even worried about it because you knew where you came from. You knew you weren't from here. Just like they figured out that you're not from here. And you knew it was going to come a day and a time when all of those secrets would be revealed and on full display for everyone to see. And you can't, once it's out, it cannot be hidden. So now this person wants to go ahead and surrender. They want to surrender. They don't want to attack you anymore. They don't want to fight you anymore. They don't want to resist you anymore. They don't want to go against you anymore. They don't want to call the posse, because that's one thing they were doing, is they will call the posse and tell the posse everything so that the posse everybody can ride against you. We're riding at dawn. We're going to go get this person. They can't do it anymore because they have awakened. Not only have they awakened, but they're looking at themselves for who they truly have been. They're looking at everything that they created against you. And you know what they feel? Shame, as they should. Now this person is like whatever high they were on, whatever pedestal they put themselves on, this person fell down with a great big thud because they realized that they sabotaged themselves. They hurt them. They didn't hurt you. You knew to use your intuition whenever someone was trying to cause some storms in your life. You knew to trust you. And that's why you had a radical rebirth. That's why your harvest came in. But that same harvest for that other person didn't. Because they were still living in that world of sacred lust. And that lust could have been anything. That lust could have been just making you have a life of misery. That lust could have been anything. That lust could have been something that they hadn't worked out from their own childhood. And that's usually what it is. Shit that we don't work out from our own childhood. You know, we sit there and we push that shit onto others. We push it onto our children. We push it onto our mates, our siblings. Hell, sometimes we even take it out on our parents. But we have to fix us. It's no one else's duty to fix us. It's no one else's duty to put up with our bullshit. It's only our duty to fix us because it's us. Especially if we don't want someone telling us what to do. Something about some desire, some strong desire somebody had against you. And they felt like they couldn't even help it at that time. It's because they didn't want to help it. But see, time has changed. This is a new season. Not only is this a new season, but someone is understanding that they can no longer resist the truth. And the truth is, about these cords, this could be someone that's attached to you, or the truth is that you have this huge attachment to God, something that they cannot sever. Somebody tried to take pleasure into giving you pain. They really did. But each time they tried to give you pain, you rebuilt yourself. Each and every time. And for whatever reason, every time you rebuilt yourself, this person, they might put on a mask and say, oh, good, I'm so glad. But inside they were upset because they wanted to see you fall. But you never did. Each time you leveled up. Each time you got a little bit more creative. Each time you got a little bit higher up. See, like I said, this person didn't understand who you were. They just thought that you was just somebody that they can tear down. They can use as, they can do emotional manipulation. They can use you as the emotional garbage can. Anytime they want to blame anything on somebody, they're going to just use you. Anytime they want to treat anybody bad, they're going to treat you. That's right. Who's going to be the lucky winner for tonight's VIP event? I'm not sure if Red Violet posted the question or not. I haven't really been looking at the chat. Sorry. What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, the truth. The truth is coming out, and I feel like this is concerning someone. You know, this is concerning someone, but at the same time, it's making sense. Because you know what? One thing about you, you're not afraid of the truth. The thing that they know about you is that, you receive a lot of good juju. That's one thing that shines about you. It's like whenever somebody thinks that you're down, all of a sudden God says nope, and it puts another one of those big ass pentacle quarters in the machine, and then some more good juju drops down on you. But this person, like I said, every time there was something good that happened to you, every time there was some positive news that happened, somebody would always try and fuck it up. They would always try and fuck it up. But this person knows that it's time for them to stop that behavior because they're messing themselves up. It's like they are sitting here praying for a miracle. I don't know if this person is nearing the end of their life, but they are praying for a miracle at this moment. This could be a mother. This could be your mother that's going through this. A mother that always resisted you. A mother that always left you out. A mother that didn't love you. And it's okay if you had one of those, because I had one of those. And I know how that feels. On this side. But on her side, I'll never know. I would only think that she may be going through something. Someone would be going through something where they feel like they need some type of forgiveness because they know that they feel empty on the inside. Especially if this is like the end of a life cycle. It's time. Hey, Addie. Hey, Cali Swag. What else, Spirit? I guess you know what? I want everybody to know that's in the chat tonight that as long as you love you, it doesn't make a difference who else is there, who's not there. You just have to love you. Yes. Somebody wants some forgiveness. They want some forgiveness. Especially because they want forgiveness because of their dark side. You know, that hidden enemy part, the part that they wasn't telling anybody about, that they was really your enemy. But somebody was, now they waking up that, you know what, this is what they really wanted. It was like they was just in this type of lustful energy, and they couldn't see themselves how they were really behaving. They couldn't see that they were acting out of, having an out of body experience, like people looking at them like, what are you doing? Like, what are you really doing? But it's finally time for their intuition. This is the season when their intuition is kicking in so strong. It's not allowing them to sleep at night. It's making it hard for them to eat. This person feels like they need to burn it all down and build it back up. But this time, whenever they build it up, they want to build it up with you. Cali Swag had some confirmation. Hey, 007 Maniac, how are you? Yes, look at you with your fearless love. And you know what? This could have been what somebody was wanting to wanting to control the fact that you have that big, beautiful heart. And you're not afraid to love. You're not afraid to forgive. So that's why somebody would go around and they would say all these negative things about you. These lies, slander, libel. They get the group together. But you know what? It's like it didn't bother you because regardless of what someone said, regardless of what someone did, you still knew your worth. You still were going to be you. But now you knew that you had to be you by yourself, as opposed to thinking that you could be you with them, because that was not the group. This was not the person, or at least not at that time. Speaking of, and it was divine timing that these secrets were being revealed. It's all in divine timing. Everything happens in divine time. Nothing can be rushed. Nothing can be delayed. It happens on the day, on the hour, at the minute, and the second that God says it's going to happen. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Somebody they want to make a move towards you. They really do. They want to take a step towards you. They had that thought, the idea, the plan, and now they're really trying to map it out because, like I said, they know you are that gift to them from God. This is someone who should have been there. They should have chose you, but instead they sat there and they were trying to hurt you. This is someone who feels that, you know what, now they're at the end of their life, they're praying to God to please forgive their trespasses, as so God can forgive those they, or you know how it is, they're going to forgive my trespasses, I forgive those who trespass against me. That. And they're thinking about how they led the pack. How they led the pack to try and stop your forward movement on everything. Anything and everything. They didn't want you to have nothing. They even lied on you whenever you were single, doing your own, paying your own bills, they even lied on you about that, saying, oh no, I have to send that person money every month. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be able to wipe their ass right. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be able to do this or do that or do this or whatever. They even lied on that. But let me let you know, karma is here. And karma is keeping check, taking names, making sure that the address is correct. The route is the route is in the GPS. But now this person is watching you because they are experiencing karma, and you are getting your just due. Hey, Furious Pharaoh, how are you? Yeah. Someone is looking at the people that they were working with, and they're having they're having like a conviction of spirit. They really are. They're having a conviction of spirit, and they're having a tough time dealing with it. I guess this person is finding out that, ooh, this came out like this, telling you this was a mother that was not confirmation. This was a mother that was not trying to be a mother. This is somebody that, from your, you was a child. This is somebody that you tried to work with, or they had people working against you since you was a child. Because you know what? There's something like about your path, your purpose. They knew that your path and your purpose, what you're here to do. They knew that you have a purpose. Yes, they know that you have a purpose. That's why they were working against you. That's why they were trying to hinder you. That's why they were trying to hold you back, because they didn't want you to reach your purpose. They wanted you to give up, thinking that you could not ever grow into your potential, or that you only had potential, but never what it took to make it. See, this person was a hidden enemy. They really were a hidden enemy. But all those secrets, all those lies, all the people that they work with, all that shit is coming out. Everybody that this person worked with is coming out. But you know what? I feel like you already know. You're not saying anything, and you already almost don't even give a shit. You're like, you know what? I don't even want to go back. I've healed. I'm an earth angel. Listen, I've healed. I've done my time. I'm good. I'm good. I got my cup of love covered so that those people cannot come back and think that they're going to be welcome in the door. That cup of love was closed to them. But you had to heal yourself. Now someone is looking, wondering if they can get a chance with the star again. If they can get an opportunity to get close to you, if they can just say, well, maybe we can work this out. Maybe we can get together. Maybe we can collaborate. Maybe we can both put in. But that door has closed. That wheel of fortune has turned. That door has closed, and it's over. Somebody might be traveling. Somebody might be moving. Somebody's at the end of a life cycle. Hey, Contagious, aka Super High, how are you? They are at the end of their life cycle, and it's not looking too good. Because they don't feel like everything that they've done, they'll be able to get into heaven. In fact, they feel like they're going to be left out in the cold. That's why they want to talk to you. That's why they want to make amends. This person may, give you a call. They're, wanting to know, hey, can we get together? Let me come see you. Let me come do this. I'm traveling your way or something. Somebody's saying that they got something for you they want to give to you, but they're hoping that whatever they give to you would be enough. And when I say enough to satisfy that conviction that they are dealing with. Because you've already dealt with yours. You already went round and round like, what did I do? Was it me? Was it something I said? Did I accidentally do, was it? You already pointed the finger at you so many times until you realized it wasn't even me. I wasn't there. I didn't have nothing to do with it. And now you know the truth. It wasn't you. You already looked at everything so closely. You studied everything, every piece of whatever was there. You studied it to make sure that it wasn't you. And it wasn't. It was somebody who was trying to play these tricks, who was trying to cast spells against you. Not only were they casting spells against you, but they wanted to hype you up. It's like they want to give you some encouragement. Like, oh yeah, I believe in you can do it. But here it's like they didn't really want you to have it. They were trying to be, stubborn in their mindset. It's like they want to tell you that, but they really don't mean it, They really didn't mean it. They just didn't know that all of a sudden you was going to have something. Your ships were going to come in. And not only did your ships come in, but it's almost like their ships went out. And when their ships went out, that's whenever they started going into depression. Because then that's whenever they started waking up, realizing everything that they had tried to purposely put you through. Judgment is being called. Just somebody was like a witch in your life, a witch in your family. This is somebody who wanted you to remain stuck. But now this person is stuck. Like I said, this is somebody who's looking at you and they're seeing you in a whole new light, a totally different perspective. Yep. Somebody wants to complete this cycle. They don't, that it's like they put this generational curse on you and they want to complete the cycle. They want to stop the curse. This is almost like them starting the curse and now they want to stop the curse. Yes. And this is something that they put on you when you was a child. This is them with the coven crew. When you was just a child trying to put this curse on you for your life. Like it's like they didn't want you to have money. They don't want you to have love. They don't want you to have a nice house. They don't want you to have a car. They don't want you to have clothes. They don't want you to have shoes. They don't want you to have food. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't even want you to have a dog that loves you. They want you to have a cat that only wants to scratch you and give you cat scratch fever. That's what they want. But that's not what they got. What's the message? That's too many. It's way too many. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. Somebody else, like I said, they're thinking about, maybe the end of their life or they gotta let something go, they gotta let something lie, they gotta leave it alone because it's not working anymore. Now now what they want is to come back strong and be this happy, lovey family. Now somebody it's like they wish that they would have done it differently. They wish that they would have spread love instead of hate. It's like this person wish they could have gone back in time and change it, but you can't. Once it's out, it's out. Something about some communication or something to a King of Pentacles, from a King of Pentacles. And this could have been someone that maybe wanted to, was husband material. Or a boss that you worked for. Somebody says something, and maybe you was a really good employee, but whenever they said something, it just kind of confused someone. And then they had to do it like, wait, what? Or maybe this is someone that's actually getting some communication in. Now that the communication is actually clearing something up. It's clearing up the confusion because they can see that you was the winner all along. You was, somebody that was should have been hailed as victor all along. But this person, because somebody else is feeling left out in the cold because whatever they was talking about, it's not making sense. It's somebody doesn't believe them. Somebody's looking at them. It's almost like somebody's saying something now. That's what it is. Somebody is saying something now, like they're trying to clear it up now. Like, hey, Oh, okay. Well, what I had said about Roger the other day, or all those years, all 35 years. They should have something about Roger all 35 years. Well, now that it's almost my time, the crow, I need to let y'all know. I was lying. Who believed all that shit? Besides you. Everybody believed all that shit? You should have did your homework. Now somebody wants to come out with the truth. Now somebody knows. It's almost like they're being visited by their ancestors, by angels. It's like, don't you want to go through these gates of heaven? Or you want to go take the elevator down? Because you got some shit that you gotta do. Yes, Archangel Michael is here. Not like, no. Oh no. Oh no. No. You want your wish fulfillment? Get your ass on the phone. Call everybody. Let everybody know you was a big fat ass lie. Let everybody know you was a lie. Yep. Someone is thinking, how did they miss this? How they missed this? Like it's like something wasn't adding up, or they didn't add shit up. All they did was spread lies and rumors about you instead of giving you your props for being a star. But they didn't want you to be a star. They wanted to be a star. They wanted you to have their life, which would be really funny, especially if it was your parent. And they wanted your life. Like, how does that shit work? Hmm. I'm telling you, somebody, it's like they wanted to, instead of, it's like they, instead of being them, or this is confusing, it's almost like somebody, this could have been a Gemini who's single, because we have the lovers. This could have been somebody just chose to be single. Or somebody, this, hmm, something about these lies on you. I almost feel like this was somebody who, even though you were single, this person lied and was like make it seem like you was in all the, like, this relationship, that relationship, with this person, with that person, with this person, with that person. But you weren't. You were just by yourself. But it was like somebody wanted to lie on you to make it seem like you weren't as worthy as you are. You weren't the person that you truly are. So they had to say, "Oh no, you don't have any boyfriends she didn't have. You don't have any girlfriends he didn't have. You know how they spread themselves around. I mean, it's something like that. But the entire time you was just an earth angel. You wasn't doing none of that. If you were spreading anything around, it was love, it was kindness, and that was about it. Yes, mental health is real. Hey, Lorraine, how are you? All right. Anything else? Thank you. Yeah, this person, they're worried because they know that they can't get to you. You may have them blocked, but this person is worried. They're concerned because they feel like, you know what, if they can't get to you, if they can't, if they can't do whatever they feel like they need to do, then judgment is going to be called, and that's going to be it. But see, they want to get right with you because they don't want judgment to be called and everybody find out after they've died how much they lied about you. Then people will start to realize, it's like somebody's realizing they wasn't using their intuition. You know, somebody's realizing that this person was a witch, a straight up witch, trying to play these tricks. And now somebody's realizing that they made the worst mistake of their life. worst. All right. Thank you. Yeah, somebody's hoping that they can either you come to them, they can come to you, that you were able to connect, because they want to tell you how proud they are of you. They want to tell you they've always been proud of you. They want to tell you, that they should have given you more love. They should have accepted you for just being you. And they want to do this before it's too late. I feel like this was a couple. This could have been both parents. And they're both old. They both know they both about to die, whatever. And they're both in that state of that frame of mind. Anything else? Mm. Yeah, somebody they wanna. It's like they. I was thinking this is gonna be more like, lovey-dovey and stuff like that. Mm-mm. This is kind of like, damn. But it is what it is. Hey, Shadia, how are you? Oh, wait, that doesn't say Shadia. Sorry. Hold on. Shay, how are you? Sorry, you know what? I got these thick ass glasses. It's hard to read. You would think that it would be easy to read. Because when you're trying to read at the bottom of a Coke bottle, that shit is harder. Hey, Shane, how are you? So, yep. Yep. Yeah, so something about something's coming in for this group. It's not just for that one person. I feel like it's for the group. Or yeah, I feel like it's for the group. Like somebody wants to talk about something that they tried or something that they're thinking about trying. What's the message? I'm going to change decks from this deck. Thank you. The Emperor. Okay. So here's the other person. That's who else they worked with. We saw the Empress, who was not the Empress who was the Empress in reverse, and we see the Emperor. Let's see, what else? Bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles and the Magician. This could have been somebody's mother, who was the one with the Ten of Pentacles. This could have been somebody's mother. You and a mother, somebody who was playing tricks or casting these spells, trying to cause these illusions, part of your family. Yep. But something about somebody who was casting these spells now, this as King of Cups wants to come with their hat in their hand and some flowers and offer this apology because they know the truth now. Now that their eyes were open. Now they have judgment. Judgment's been called, and this person sees that you are a gift. That what you were a gift that they're supposed to have protected. Especially with that King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. What's the message, Spirit? And we go with this Three of Wands. Something is coming. Expect something to come in, y'all. Somebody wants to expect someone to come in and they want to give you something. They want to provide something. This is somebody who who ghosted you. This is somebody who ghosted you. They took some rash action, and after they did that, that's whenever they got stuck. That's whenever everything slowed down for them. And they had to really look at everything. And that's when they saw that, you know what? They were part of the problem. They were part of the problem. And they see that they played that, they was like they were trying to throw this magic, these spells or these cantations or whatever on you whenever they should have been there to protect you. Mm-hmm. What else, Spirit? I'm telling you, it could have been a family. Someone from your family, somebody that you had to protect yourself from because you knew that there were some hidden enemies. You knew there were a lot of secrets, a lot of lies, and a lot of hidden emotions that nobody wanted to, they weren't even willing to discuss it. They didn't even want to bring it up. And every time you would try and bring it up, they would just be like, he's crazy. She's crazy. Don't even worry about it. They're a little delusional. But now they know that you're not delusional. Now they're looking at everything through a different lens. Mm-hmm. And they're thinking about everything in the past, how long this has been going on. That's why they want deliverance. That's why they want to end this. That's why they need that heart to feel okay. Because everything that everybody they was working with, it's all come out. Everybody sees everything. Everyone knows what their hand in it was. Who did what? Why they possibly did it. I don't think they'll know why they did it. But they're thinking they know who did what. Mm. Yeah, it's almost like somebody with this within this group, they're switching sides now. Somebody's switching sides. They want to come over to your side now. They really do. Because it's almost like they're tired of fighting. They feel like they're tired of fighting. They feel like this group just is after them for money. And then after that, they may be ghosted, but it's almost like it's like they say, life's coming full circle. You do something happens to you, and then life goes, and then comes back, and boom, it's like it happens to somebody that you're connected to, somebody that you know. It's like they say, life comes full circle. Something happened that somebody didn't see, didn't anticipate. It was somebody threw a wand at this person, threw some magic at this person, and somebody was in shock and awe because they didn't anticipate this ever, ever, ever happening to them. And now this person feels like they have to kind of hold back. They gotta watch themselves. They gotta, take care of hold on to the last little bit of change that they got, and because somebody's coming up after them, everything that they did towards you, now that's coming back. They couldn't see that shit, that was going to be the energy that was returned. They didn't know that shit was going to be given right back to them, that they was going to be stuck. They couldn't see that shit whenever they was doing it to you. They couldn't see when they was doing it to you, but they can see that it's being done to them. What's the message? Mm, 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 Wow. Okay. All these cards are in reverse. Judgment in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. And Nine of Swords in reverse. Damn. It's like somebody, they refused to make a decision. They didn't want to go within. They didn't give a fuck. They really didn't. It's like they didn't want to hold you in high esteem, high regard, or nothing. You know, they didn't want to give nobody their flowers and nothing. This is somebody who didn't care, just did not care. And now this person is like, I feel like this person is losing their mind. They feel like they're losing their mind because of a decision that they chose. They didn't know that they was getting ready to get stuck up in this cycle. That once they were at the end of this life cycle, they didn't know that they was at the end of the life cycle. And something about this King of Pentacles, it walked away. Maybe the King of Pentacles walked away because they needed confirmation. They used their intuition to understand who they was dealing with. This witch, who was the one who was causing the commotion. All right. Oh, let me see if that was hold on. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, so okay, so are we almost about ready to announce the winner? I'm gonna pull some from the stack. Boy, this one is like a different type of read. I'll tell you that much. It's like what I'm feeling is like somebody, they finally woke up. They finally realized, you know what? I've treated this person like shit, you know, and now after they realize they treated you like shit, it's almost like either they're at the end of a life cycle or they just completed a horrible cycle, and now they're starting to realize and understand, you know, the part that they played. Yeah, somebody listened to everything but the truth. This is why this person is in mental conflict. Red Pilot's doing the drum roll. Yay! What's the message? This is somebody, can't make this up. They were salty as fuck because you're the star. We saw that earlier. They didn't like it because you were a star. Like this person, if this was like a mother, it's like you had the child. You had the child, but you were so jealous of your own child that you couldn't see that your child was a star and you would have been a star too. All you do was just build that star up. Somebody needed to choose their battles wisely, but I don't believe that they did. Somebody has proof that something is happening in divine timing. And this person is losing a lot because they lied on you. I told you. Your family collaborated to stop you. But you know what? They were trying to steal your gift. Whatever that. And they walked over, didn't understand that they was going to be limping back. Hey, Black Beauty, how are you? But now you're not even worried about it. Hey, it is what it is. You just know that this is over. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of, like I said, I felt like the world is Somebody feels the weight of the world on their shoulders. Yes, they do. And you always surprise yourself because you always get your just due. Like I said, when you need, spirit takes that big ass pinnacle, puts it in the machine, and then you get some good juju raining down on you. But yeah, somebody, they have proof. They need to hug a tree. Somebody needs to be grounded. They need to get grounded and actually go outside, put their arms around the bark of a tree, put their face on it, and just hug the tree. They'll feel better, and the tree will feel better. This is somebody who even talked to one of your bosses one time and tried to get you fired. They actually went to a place of employment that you had and tried to get you fired. This is why someone is having that conviction of spirit. Because God is like, slowly revealing to them everything that they have done to you over the years. And this is like surprising someone, and they're like, damn. When God reveals some more, they're like, damn. When God reveals some more, they're like, damn. When God reveals some more, that's when they can't take it, because then everything starts to come back and they're like, you know what? You didn't do shit to deserve none of this shit. This was all me. Because God wants this person to know. They want them to really look at themselves before they close their eyes for that final time. They want them to really take a close and personal look at themselves and ask themselves, were they acting like a person, a human, or were they acting like some type of monster? They didn't realize that your cutoff game was going to be this strong. They didn't realize you was going to be standing in your convictions no matter what the fuck they had to say. They didn't know that you know how to read the room. Yeah, just to think. They thought that you was blind, deaf, and dumb. But you are in good company. God's got you. You're in the best company. God has you. So don't you even worry about that. All right. Okay, so I think that we're getting ready to wrap it up. Make this announcement. And then we can and whenever I announce, please look in the comment section. I meant to put it in the chat, but I forgot. Just look in the description box for the email address, so that we can send you like the drink, that if you'd like to make that, or you're free to have your own drink of your own, and the link, the drink and the link for the sip and see. You cannot make this up. Someone is doing a lot of thinking because they are concerned about a message. Like I said, God has given them glimpses of how they were. And it's really making them think. And they're really getting concerned because they're understanding that they was not acting like a person. They truly were acting like some type of wild monster, uncontrolled monster when it came to you. Boy, like they say, you're going to hate yourself in the morning when you wake up. So that just means that We have to be conscious of how we're acting, how we're treating people, how we're talking to people, what we actually want people to feel about themselves, and what part we're putting in. Because if we're not putting in a good part, we are only putting in a bad part. We're only adding to the hurt. We're not helping at all. So, all right, let's see. Thank you, Red Violet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, so it's Queen J. Hey, congratulations. Oh, girl, I wish I could whistle. That's it. I got these Invisalign in, so I can't whistle for shit. But I can make my lips like it. Woo! Woo! Yay! Yay! All right, so we're getting ready to have some fun. All right, y'all. I am getting ready to get off of here. It's 7:45 my time. I got my dog to take care of, and I gotta go to bed. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. You know what? Tonight, let's all pray for each other. Seriously, let's all pray for each other this evening, okay? I think it will make a big difference because this reading was like, I'm glad that someone wants to get right. But then it's like when we think about all the wrong that was done. So let's pray for each other. I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye now.